What's up guys, my name is Eddie, owner of Easy Vending, coming back to you with another video. This is going to be the first video in a 3-part series, just showing me putting some machines together, refurbishing them, getting them ready for when this whole lockdown and everything is over with. You know, I determined within myself I am not going to allow this to cause me to lose focus. I just been strategizing, thinking about what I'm gonna do for my business, and so one of the things I figured I'd do is get some of these machines that I've been having sitting around put together. Some of them I'll probably put out, some of them I might even sell just to raise a little bit of capital. But I just want to say, guys, stay focused, continue to grind, don't get discouraged. This thing will be over soon. In the meantime, keep that passion, keep that fire, and at the end of the day, we will prevail, we will overcome. Well guys, got a lot of time on my hands now, so I'm gonna try to use it wisely. I got a lot of machines that need to be refurbished still, so I'm gonna use this time to kind of get those machines done, and you know, just try to do some other stuff. Not sure that I'm gonna try to do much locating right now. Pretty much everything in my city's closed down anyway, and I just don't feel comfortable approaching people right now. So that's just me. Some of y'all might think differently, but we'll go ahead, you know, paint up some of these machines, put them together, and you know, you can watch me do it if you want. All right. Alright, got those first coat. I usually do 2 coats, so I'm gonna let those dry for a minute, then we'll hit them up again in about probably like 10 minutes or so. Alright guys, first coat should be dry, or at least dry enough, so let's go ahead and hit this up with the second coat, then we can get that out the way. And I got a few more things that I need to get together, and then start putting these 3 machines together. I had to re-hit some of those. Really don't like how it kind of dry, but honestly don't matter really. It's happened to me before. It never really mattered. Honestly, after probably about, I don't know, a couple months on location, it kind of starts to wear out anyway. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and hit the second coat. Alright, so that's the second coat. We're gonna let that coat dry real quick. After it dry, take it upstairs with the rest of the parts. I'm gonna start putting these machines together. Real quick thing I wanted to go over with you guys. Alright, so I had bought like about 40 something Vendstars, right, used, and they needed to be refurbished. Alright, I got about 40 something of them. It was about $600. All together it broke down to about $15 per machine, right? Which is a good deal. You know, that's about what, $7 a hit, almost, something like that, $6 a hit, whatever. The only thing is this, all right? When you're talking about buying used versus old, all right? Only thing I would say is this: if I had it to do all over again with the $600, all right? If I had it to do all over again, I wouldn't do it. And I'm not saying don't buy used machines. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't buy that many used machines, especially seeing how I had because here's the problem. They all pretty much had to be refurbished. They all have to be cleaned up, put together, you know, refurbished if I wanted to get them out. So, and I was just starting out when I got these a few years back, y'all. So I really didn't know much. I did some research, you know, so I mean, I was just getting started out. I was excited. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to make a move. You know what I mean? So I made the move. I don't regret making the move. I don't regret it. But I'm just saying, if I had the choice to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it. And here's what I would do. I would take that $600 and I would honestly just buy used machines. If I was spending that much at one time. Now, if you're just buying a couple used machines at a time, cool. You know, it might need refurbished, cool. Go ahead, buy them, maybe 1, 2, 3 of them, 4, whatever, 5, whatever. Buy those, clean them up, get them out. But if you're going to buy a lot of machines at once, because I know there's you might come across some deals or whatever, don't get a lot at once, y'all. Don't get a lot at once. If they need a lot of work. If they ready to go and maybe all they need is a wipe down, cool. But if they need to be refurbished, don't do it. Especially if it's like more than 5 or so. You know what I mean? I think if you're going to spend that much money, if I was going to spend that $600 again, I would just probably get like a vending package from like candymachines.com or something like that. I would just buy a bunch of a few new machines all at once and just build it up from there. I wouldn't spend the $600 on that many machines, even though it's cheaper. But the problem has been the time that it takes for me to refurbish the machines. That's been the issue. And so, man, you know, like I said, if I had to do so, when you're talking about buying used versus new machines, it depends. It depends on how many you're getting, what type of shape they're in. If it's a lot of machines and they pretty much all need to be refurbished and you spend a lot of money, don't do it. Just get you some new machines, man, and save yourself the hassle and the time that it's going to take to refurbish those machines. If it's just a couple machines and they're used and they need to be refurbished or cleaned up, it shouldn't take you that long. Go ahead and do it, and get them out. You know what I mean? So if you're buying a couple at a time, just go ahead and do it. If you're buying a lot at a time, even though it's a sweet deal, unless you have the time, and that's what I didn't consider at first, and I wouldn't have known that because I had never done it at that time, right? I wouldn't have knew how long it's going to take for me to refurbish the machines. So had I known that, I wouldn't do it. So that's what I think about, you know, buying new versus used. If it's a lot and they need work, don't do it. Just get you some new ones. If it's a few at a time, just go ahead, clean them up and get them out. But that's my take on that, y'all. So let's go ahead and finish getting these machines together. All right, y'all. So this is what we're gonna be working at. This is my attic. I really never work up here at all, anyway. So this is my first time kind of working up here. But I got 2 bases ready. I got most of the canisters I need besides the ones that we got downstairs drying right now. I got the mechs. The mechs downstairs I had to hit up again. I got the tops. I think I got to get one more base. I got to get one more base pole and one more top ready. And there go the 3 bodies. And then I got to get 2 more coin trays ready, or whatever you want to call them, trays ready. So we'll get that stuff. We'll paint that stuff. I mean, the canisters ain't all in the best shape. So look, like this one's yellowed a little bit, right? I mean, for the most part, it's good. Once I sticker it up, it won't look that bad. But I've tried everything, guys, to get this yellow stuff off. That crap don't come off, man. So what I do with like those, right? I'll match them up. So like there's 2 more yellow ones. These ones a little more clear. I just gotta wipe them off. You know what I mean? Those ones a little more clear. But like these yellow ones, right? I still use them. So what I do is I'll use them for places like auto shops, stuff like that. Places that's kind of dirty, you know what I mean? So the ones that's more clear, they look better, I'll put in, you know, cleaner places. But auto shops, like your stuff is just, honestly, I got machines in auto shops and they just get dirty anyway. So whatever, they still make money. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to not use those. So I'll use them, and like I said, in places like auto shops, places that's a little dirty anyway, where it don't matter. I mean, the machine's clean, the canister is clean, so it's clean. But that yellowing, that's just from the sun. And honestly, I've tried not every, but I've tried a lot of cleaners that they say takes that stuff off, and it don't take it off, y'all. It really don't. It's not even worth it. So I still use them, but I just, like I said, I throw them in auto shops and stuff like that, man, where it kind of really don't matter, because those guys around there, you know, they working on cars and stuff, so it gets dirty, man. Trust me. All right, so get everything together, and we'll start working on this, y'all. Alright, y'all, I had to do an extra base. I gotta do extra base, 2 more trays, and an extra top. So let's knock that out real quick, alright? Alright, we got that. That's the first coat. We're gonna have to do another coat, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit and dry. Hit up these trays while that's drying. That's the second coat on those. I just got to do the last little top part, let those dry, then we can start putting these machines together, y'all.